Grew up in Youngstown, Ohio. Graduated from Boardman High School and went to OSU for undergrad, went to OSU for dental school, and then graduated from dental school in 1981. My dad was a steel worker, but everyone else in my family, uncles and a couple uncles and cousins, were in the medical field. You know, they're doctors and surgeons and things like that. But I did not want to do anything anything that had to do with hospitals and death and dying. It didn't seem like what I wanted to do. And so my dad was really handy, so I grew up like building houses with him and doing that kind of construction work. So I was always handy, and so I thought, you know, medically hands-on dentistry seemed like a good fit. Yes, truth be told, when I was young, watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Hermie the elf inspired me. I did. I taught from 84 to 88. I graduated in 81, and then I taught in restorative dentistry from 84 to 88. Crown and Bridge, basically that was, you know, a clinical instructor in restorative dentistry. Right out of dental school, my wife had a job in Columbus, and so I was looking for something in Columbus, and a guy named Ron Wilkes, who graduated, a couple guys that are in the study club, Bob George, his class, he was looking to leave Columbus to go to a practice in Cincinnati where he wanted to work. And so I bought his practice. I associated with him. It was a very short association. It was like from November to January. It was like a 2-month association, and we hardly ever even worked in the office at the same time. And then he was gone, and so I was in private practice when I was 24 years old, knowing very little about the practice of dentistry. Don't do that. No, it was actually okay. I think I've thought about it since, and I thought, you know, I think I was too stupid to fail. I didn't know that was like the risk that was involved. I probably would advise them when it comes to their treatment plans to not be afraid to try something, like to try something new, whether it be an implant or some diagnosis that they don't know what to do, to seek someone to help them with it, and then, but don't be afraid to take it on, because I think the only way you're really gonna add skills and add a sense of knowing how to diagnose is by trying more and more things. I have to say, it was probably when my son and I, and actually Fred and Brad and Larry Kennedy, have gone to the Dominican Republic on a missions trip together. It was great. It was very rewarding. It was also a lot of fun. I mean, hanging out with those guys, you know, it was like a bunch of guys abusing each other for a week straight, and dentistry was involved, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know how long. I've been a member since its inception. So however long that's been, a long time. And I mean, it's been great. I mean, it's a great group of people. I guess lifelong learners. I guess that's the best way of describing it. It seems like everyone's interested, everyone's engaged, everyone loves their profession. Speakers have been great. I've heard some speakers that I probably wouldn't have heard without spending a lot more money to hear them. Camaraderie has been great. The programs have been great, the local and the national. I mean, it's just been a great study club, and it's been good. A+. Retire. I don't think I'm going to retire. I would probably, I mean, I'm a project guy, so I would probably, you know, I mean, I'll always have stuff to do, but I don't think I'm going to be retiring too quickly. I could see myself trimming it back another day or even another couple days a week. My son's in dental school, so Isaac's in dental school, so his plan is to come in and and work here, but he also has made it very clear that he doesn't want me to leave. You know, you might think he'd say, well, okay, as soon as I'm there, take off, but he, you know, he wants to kind of ease in and ease me out and learn whatever I can share with him from the business side or from whatever side. My wife's Nancy. We've been married since 1981, so we've been married 35 years. And we have 2 kids. Isaac's my oldest, who's a second-year dental student at OSU. And my daughter is a freshman at OSU also in dance. She's a dance major. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm usually doing some construction project, building something, fixing something, working on a car or a cabinet or doing something. I love the sound of my saw when I start it up. The sound of the idle of my saw. It's a beautiful sound. The telephone ringing at 7 a.m. because that usually means someone's canceling their appointment. Fred Sakamoto. Pediatric dentistry. Probably Sanibel Island, Florida. I mean, somewhere we've gone to a lot. Probably a home contractor. I've not been very happy. I'd probably undo the last 20 things Obama did. Probably not a big fan. But I want to skydive. I've been waiting till I was old enough to skydive. I'm not allowed to skydive till my kids are through college, so then I'll be old enough. I suppose LeBron James. The one that popped in my mind for some reason is Casablanca. I don't know, I just saw the history of the Eagles and I realized how much I like the Eagles. Steely Dan's another big favorite band of all time. Ted Cruz. I have to say Fred Sakamoto again. I had 1 egg over easy and a piece of toast. Book called Hands Off My Guns by Dana Loesch. Diet Coke. Medium. Upper right. Probably lower left.